And welcome back to another episode of the Men's Report, Fantasy Prediction Show, hosted by yours truly, Menace to Fantasy. Let's go. And welcome back to another episode of the Men's Report, Fantasy Prediction Show. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's Friday. So let me hop in real quick, take about 5 to 6 minutes of your time. Let me rock out this draft or pass. Hold up. Woo! Alright. Draft or pass. We're finally in the tight end position, and I'm going to go and talk about the young man that I would definitely draft. Now, if you know me, like some of you do, I like the wait on quarterback, and I definitely like the wait on tight end. I don't think I ever came out early and when Travis Kelce was hot, taking him in the first round, second round, George Kittle. I like to wait. Now, sometimes this has worked out for me. For example, last season in Bears, I drafted Brock Bowers. I took him in the, I took him in the 10th round. I drafted Brock Bowers. And you know that's going to be my keeper. It's a beast. So I waited. And the young man I'm going to talk about, you could wait on this young man and he will return with numbers. Now, I'm talking about my man up in Cleveland, David Njoku. I like to call him David. Are you kidding? David Njoku. Now, when you hear the names, Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, you don't get excited. You know, it's the Cleveland Browns quarterback room. You don't get excited. When I hear those names, I think of the word dysfunction. Very dysfunctional. And that organization is very dysfunctional. It's a crapshoot who's out there rocking. Okay? But with all that dysfunction going on, David Njoku has been a consistent fantasy contributor to many lineups in the fantasy football world. All right? I would definitely draft David. If you miss out on one of those studs, and like this year in one of the other leagues where there's no keeper, Brock is going probably late first, early second. Kelce probably still going third or fourth round. George Kittle's going third, fourth round. If you want to wait on the quarterback, not a quarterback, a tight end, and take somebody late, David Njoku will get the job done. All right? Now, this man is an athletic tight end. He's huge. You ever saw this Joker? David Njoku is huge. The athleticism was off the chart. All right? Despite his physical prowess, his size. Last year, out of all the tight ends, he ranked 4th in points per game in PPR at the tight end position. 4th. He was 5th out of all tight ends in targets. So I'm letting you know, in that offense, even though it's not exciting, he is the second option when they want to air it out. David Njoku is the second option. Jerry Jeudy is going to be the number 1. Njoku is going to be number 2. How do I know that? Because they scheme a lot of underneath to David Njoku. It's in the game plan. They scheme for this man to get the ball because they know what kind of athlete he is. All right? Consistent production. He's a constant professional. You got to worry about him missing games. He rarely gets hurt. Now, bottom line is, David Njoku is a high upside, mid-tier tight end. If you don't get a Sam Laporta or a TJ Hawkinson, you come out with a David Njoku, you did good. And he's on my radar in other leagues. I would take David late if I can get my hands on him. All right? He's not entirely risk free. We know because that quarterback play is crazy, but he's a safe bet at that Teddy position if you're taking them late. All right. We don't know who the quarterback's going to be. I hope to start the season out is Joe Flacco. If the old man starts out as the starter, Joe Flacco, Njoku is going to eat. All right. Ain't worried about Kenny Pickett. I think Deshaun Watson, his time has come. He's gone. Don't know with Dylan Gabriel. If Shador Sanders happens to get the starting gig, he's gonna look for his tight end, and he is accurate. Don't believe what these boys are saying in the press. Shador Sanders is an accurate passer. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna take much of your time on this Friday, so let's end this correctly. I would definitely draft David Njoku. Let's end this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Peace. Well,